Welcome back to Tokyo Ghoul and anime review. This is episode number 13. Yep, the series is back after I think it's been like a good almost 6 months since the last season ended. Yep, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, it ended back in June, so it's basically about 4 months ago. So not very long. Okay, this is going to be the 13th episode of the series, Peace. And so, once again, yep, that is the name of this episode. What chapters is it of the Tokyo Ghoul manga that's adapt? Chapters 60 to 68. Yeah, this one adapts 9 chapters, which overall for this is by far the highest I have seen so far. I was kind of waiting for the dub, but my guess is the dub was not ready yet, so watch the sub. And for some reason, even though the last episode aired adapt up to 58, for some reason they decided to skip over that chapter. Don't know why, but they did. Mostly put this chapter, this particular episode looks like was stuff go by a little quickly. Also, Kaneki's team that he had, even though one of them did die in the last episode, yeah, they're 3 people who are part of his team. They are nowhere to be seen this whole episode. His superior, I don't remember the lady's name, but she was part of the original Tokyo Ghoul series. Yeah, and she. Let's see if I can find her here. Yeah, and she shows up briefly for like one scene. Yep. Shows up for one scene. Let's see. It is what's the name of this person? It is yeah, it's Ara. Yeah, she appears briefly. Yeah, there's even a scene with this major battle the CGC has with Algeri Tree on an island in Tokyo Bay. Yeah, it looks like frickin' D-Day. Yeah, and pretty much almost the entirety of Algeri Tree gets pretty much mostly wiped out, with the exception of about 3 people. Their leader Ito, Choka's brother, and there's like one other guy, I don't remember his name, but yeah, these 3 are the only survivors, and Algeri Tree is pretty much gone. And then later on, Edo decides to, and just like in the manga, she outs herself as a ghoul in a press conference, nonetheless. Yep. And who's one to arrest her? When she's revealed out herself as a ghoul? It's Kaneki, who is still living as Sauce. Yeah. Really weird, the fact he's doing this. Yeah, he's back to his normal black hair look that he used to have before the events that happened when he was captured by Joey Tree. Yep. And Rise, the character Rise, the one who basically started this whole thing, she is frequently referenced this whole episode, and she appears even in a flashback, kind of explains one person's backstory with her. Yep. And the episode ends kind of, well, when you see Kaneki, a lot of the time you see him, it seems like his moments in the episode feel very rushed. Yeah, he's like, okay, seeing at the CGC office, he's not even with his team for some reason. Yeah, the house that basically he was living in is never seen this whole episode. It's unknown what happened to his team. Yeah, for some reason because they skipped over that chapter. Seeing in the office, seeing on the street, of course watch the press conference, arresting Ito, take her to that prison which was actually seen in Tokyo Ghoul Route A. Yeah, that particular place is canon. Yes. So she's taking her, Himari is actually there. And of course, Kaneki gets a chance to talk to her. Twice in the episode. First, while walking her through like an interrogation cell, she talks to 2 people. One's like, I think like a partner of Kaneki's, and he talks to Kaneki, and she knows what Kaneki wants to do. So what does Kaneki do? He starts a riot in the prison and breaks out Himari at the end of the episode. And Ito's like, yeah, I can help you, but you have to do exactly what I say. My guess is probably also involves getting her out of that place. That's my personal guess. But yeah, it was a it was a pretty good episode. I wouldn't say it's a really good one. I'd say it's pretty good. Even though it's kind of weird to see an episode that's adapted from 9 chapters. Yes, 9. Though it's been suggested that I've seen online that apparently Studio Parrot is only going to make 12 episodes this season. Like I said, I thought of when this season started. Now, pretty much when the last season ended, which was episode 12, by the way, it ended after adapting the first 58 chapters. That would mean they have 121 left to adapt. Okay. And they require a lot more than frickin' 12. Excuse me. Instead of starting at chapter 59, they start with chapter 60. Unknown why they did this for. Maybe they're going to explore this next episode. Who the heck knows? Yeah. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? No. It was actually a pretty good episode. Felt a little bit rushed. Yeah, also, you also get a chance to see a little Edo's backstory of how she became a writer at the age of 14. Yeah, looked like she's been writing for a good almost 10 years. Yeah, they kind of show her a flashback, which is nice. Trying to think, though. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah, her editor gets briefly questioned a couple times, even suggesting that he might be arrested and giving the capital punishment for, get this, for knowing somebody is a ghoul and not telling the CGC about it. I'm like, why the heck would you do that for? I mean, yeah, he know the person's not a ghoul. You could at least give him like a slap on the wrist, pay a fine, but capital punishment? I mean, are you going to execute him? Put him in serious jail time? Never explicitly revealed. Yep. It just seemed like for this episode, the CGC did not play a really big role that much. It seems like halfway through the episode, the CGC just doesn't really appear like after the halfway point of the episode. But yeah, that's particularly it for this particular review. Stay tuned next week for my review of episode 14. And who knows what they're going to adapt next episode. They might do 9 chapters again. It all depends upon Studio Parrot what they want to do with it, okay? But until I see you next review, bye.